You are watching the ETN.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Baby, let the games begin. Let those games begin. Let those games begin now. Baby, let the games begin. Let those games begin. Let those games begin. Are you ready for it? Baby, let the games begin. Let those games begin. Let those games begin. Are you ready for it?
I'm Gavin Mendoza. Thanks for watching Tiger Football on Erie Tiger Network.
Gavin Mendoza will start at quarterback. We'll also talk about that a little bit. Gavin has only been cleared medically to play for a couple weeks, so they're going to try to get him up to speed real quick. The Tigers come in. Mendoza takes the snap. Play action. He'll throw for the first time. Throws the corner route. He has a player open, and it's a touchdown! Mason Feevey has his first touchdown as a Tiger. And what a throw it is. Wait, wakes up at about 4:30 in the morning to eat about half a little play action, stepped up nicely there in the pocket, and then just delivered a strike to a wide open Isaac Kana, who high points the ball, and a touchdown for the Tigers, and they're back on the board. It's 34-0. Second and 7. Mendoza in the pistol. He'll send a man in motion. That's Salas. Here goes the rollout and the throw underneath. McDonald with the catch, and he will tumble his way forward on a nice little rollout there. And the first pass of the game is completed. Mendoza in the shotgun this time. Hard count. Now he'll take it. Roll to his right. Looking downfield. Has a man. Fires it. He hits him in stride. That's Connie's across the 10. First down yardage inside to the 8. And a nice pickup there for the Tigers. Mendoza in the shotgun. Flanking him to his left is Gardner. Tight formation here for the Tigers. It'll be Mendoza. Keeps out the left side. Steps out of one tackle. And he will scoot into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. So 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard pickup. This time it's Mendoza keeping, and Mendoza a little bit of speed there, and he'll just kind of duck behind a blocker and then gets hit down to the turf after a pickup of 5. On right now, even some love from some Meade students, so thank you to all of our viewers. Roper gets hit, but it's a passing play. Mendoza will take it himself across the 15, the 10, and he's finally dragged out of bounds at the 8. Little trickery there. Coach Toof between Roper, Gardner, and Mendoza and Crooks. Right side, it's Gavin. And Mendoza, an 8-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Mendoza and Crooks in the backfield. Mendoza will keep it himself right side and just kind of tiptoes his way through a hole. A pickup of 6 yards for Gavin. Good to see Cameron out there. Gavin will keep it again on the read option, and again decent yardage, and he just breaking tackles there, and a nice run there for Gavin Mendoza. Pickup of 9. Gavin with some tough running, and he is a little shaken up. Now 2nd and 11. Mendoza, hard count. He'll run read option, keeps it left side, has a little bit of running room. He steps through a tackle, big hole. Mendoza across the 50, and finally gets ridden down from behind at the 40. So a 34-yard rush there for Mendoza. We'll take another look at this here. Mendoza, you see, he just stepped through one tackle and off to the races. So Mendoza, the keeper, and Frederick keying on Roper, just let Mendoza get free. Second and 9 now. Ball spot on the far hash. 7:31 remaining here in the quarter. Snap to Mendoza, play action. He has a man, it's Nelms, and actually he'll throw it the other way to McDonald, who will catch it and scamper into the end zone. So Mendoza throws a pick, comes back and fires a 21-yard strike for a touchdown to Ian McDonald, and the Tigers take their first lead of the night. Let's take a look here. Nice play action and multiple Tigers wide open. There were 3 Tigers open in the route. Mendoza found the easiest one in Ian McDonald. So good. Mendoza in the shotgun this time. He'll hand off to Roper, right side, a little bit of a hole. Breaks through, one arm tackle, cuts it upfield, across the 40, across midfield. Roper, no one's gonna catch him, to the end zone. And what a touchdown run it was. It just took a little bit of daylight, and Noah Roper, you see, squeaks through that hole on the right side, and he takes it 80 yards to the house. So after being bottled up, Roper hits the home run. And a few more penalties here. Pass for Mendoza, fires one downfield, has Furman full stride, and he will take it to the house. Caleb Furman, 85 yards from Gavin Mendoza. Let's take another look at this as Mendoza just stepped into it and perfectly placed right in the hands of Caleb Furman. 85 yards, second play today of 85 or more. Come out here, Gavin Mendoza, the quarterback, the junior, getting his 4th start. He's in the shotgun, Roper behind him. He'll hand off to Roper, right side, big hole. Roper will take it out across the 10, and Noah Roper into the end zone, and it's a great homecoming start here for the Tigers on a run by Noah Roper of 22 yards. Kana to the near side. Mendoza again in the pistol here on 2nd and about 6. He will run play action, rolling to his right, looking toward the end zone. He has Nelms. It is caught. He tiptoes his way in and put a stamp on it. Another Tiger touchdown on the first pass of the night. A 16-yard strike from Gavin Mendoza to Jamie Nelms, and the Tigers are up by 2 scores.
Man, what a catch there by Jamie Nelms.
Back to the 45. Hurry up offense here. Mendoza in the shotgun. Hands off. Nope, he'll keep it himself. Left side. Tries to fight one defender off with a stiff arm, and he will truck his way forward for a good little 7-yard pickup. Takes the snap. Oh, bobbled there. He'll keep it himself. Right side, and he will get a first down. So Mendoza almost dropped the football. Ends up. Mendoza again. Sends Gardner in motion, hands it off to, no, keeps it himself. Everyone just collapsed on Roper, and Mendoza just kind of had to beat one guy and ends up getting 6, maybe 7 yards on that. Mendoza this time. Fakes it, looks wide open, man, it's Jamie Nelms, and a touchdown! 18-yard strike from Gavin Mendoza to Jamie Nelms, and the Tigers have 20 points on the board, 3 straight touchdowns. Mendoza in the pistol. He will fake it, rolls, looks, fires, has a man, caught inside the 5. I believe that was Ian McDonald. And they'll call a timeout here as that one was stopped short at the 2. In a little bit, and some of the records he's encroaching upon. Mendoza will keep it left side. Mendoza will plow his way into the end zone. 11-yard touchdown, and the Tigers are quickly on top here in quarter number 1, 6-0. So Mendoza for 11 yards here in the first quarter with 9:07 remaining. Crack the top 17 and tie Christian McCaffrey and Austin Eckler. Now Mendoza to throw, wide open. Jamie Nelms with a catch across the 30, and he's tripped up at the 15. Big pass there. Mendoza will fire it near side. That's Furman. He catches on the comeback, breaks a tackle, and will scoot his way across the 40 down to the 35, and a penalty flag coming into the secondary. Not sure. So 2nd and 5 here. Little toss out to Kana. Kana catches it up the sideline across the 40 and slung out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Play action. Mendoza steps up in the pocket, whips one out to Vivi, who has first down yardage, and so a 14-yard pickup, and Gavin Mendoza looking good through the air. 4 of 5 as he finds Vivi, and that is his completion to his 4th different receiver, so Mendoza's spreading the ball around a little bit. So 1st and goal from the 10 now. Hopefully you're watching this, as I said, with the Rockies in the background. I understand they have runners on the corners, 2 outs, the Brewers do. As there's a throw to the end zone and a touchdown, Jamie Nelms. A 10-yard strike from Gavin Mendoza, and the Tigers are rolling here in Greeley. Nelms will motion across the formation here for the Tigers. Snap, handoff. Mendoza to Roper. Roper right side, sneaks through a hole, still on his feet. Can't be brought down, spins out of one tackle, eluding another defender. He's into the open field, across the 45, across midfield. He has one man to beat, and he will score. Noah Roper, 2 plays, 98 yards, and that one is 85 yards to the house. As we take a look at that replay, man, that was dazzling. It never gets old. And so an 85-yard touchdown run by Noah Roper puts the Tigers. A great snatch there by Hackney. Just weaving back and forth. Dives. Oh, yeah, he's in for sure. Great camera work there by our own Hayden Dickinson. Gotta love that. Oh, man. So Nate Hackney showing off some athleticism there for the big fella. That was a fun play to watch right there. Big
Grayson
Nate.
Wolf, we have some highlights here for you from the first half, so here these are. I said my name when I first.
Doing a good job As here's a pass from Mendoza, a little out route to Gardner, catches it, cuts back, makes one man miss, now darts up to sideline, steps backward and olays another defender as he gets all the way up to the 23. Good little 21-yard pickup there for Mendoza, and line, but just behind it they'll say, and a touchdown pass there of 40 yards. You see him rolling. The line of scrimmage was 40-yard line, and Mendoza, as our cameraman got faked out there, stripes the pass in there to Kana. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Cameraman took the bait, and so did Roosevelt. So Isaac Kana, the 40-yard touchdown catch, and now the Tigers lead it 21-0. Claps the hand. Nelson McDonald across the formation. Runs play action. Has a wide open man. It's Jamie Nelms down the middle of the field. Makes the catch across the 20. Down inside to the 10. All the way to the 9-yard line.
And Erie, right at the beginning of this game, still showing confidence in Mendoza despite the couple incompletions. And it paid off right there with a huge gain.
You see Nelms make the nice catch. Mendoza in the pistol. No handoff. Roper. Bigger hole this time. Pass. They'll keep it himself. That's Mendoza around the left side, across the 40, toward the first down marker, and stumbles out of bounds. Picks up 12 on the play. Play action, looks downfield, wants Nelms, fires it, high arcing, rainbow, caught by Nelms, across midfield, the 30, all the way.
Oh, wide open, deep. There you go.
Wolverton looking to his right. He's being pressured again. Throws it. It's intercepted by Bradford, the D lineman, with 4 seconds left. And welcome back in. We join you right at the snap. Gardner gets the handoff and scores. Down at his back. Dennis Seth, the ball carrier, loses the football, and 3 Tigers fall on top of it. First and 10. It's Mendoza. Play action. Looks downfield. Wants Nelms. Fires it. High arcing. Rainbow caught by Nelms across midfield. The 30 all the way down. And a little miscommunication. Gardner ultimately gets it, has a head of steam, a clear path, and Tyler Gardner scores his.
That one. It's now 31-28, Discovery Canyon's ball.
Intercepted there for the Tigers on the pass by Stanley, and that's how the game will end. We said the defense was our player of the game, and they end it with an exclamation point. The Tigers win the first round. We're here in the pregame show with Gavin Mendoza and Caleb Furman. And Gavin, to start the year, one of the unique things that happened over the summer was you had an injured arm. Or explain that injury and then kind of the quick turnaround to get ready for the start of the season.
Yeah, so it was actually happened in a June baseball tournament in Casper. We were up in Wyoming, and I ended up sliding into third base, and I did it twice. And the first time I did it, I was like, oh yeah, something's not right. And then the second time, I couldn't throw the ball. I was playing third that game, and I just couldn't throw the ball at first. So then that night, I kind of iced it, and then I got back, and I was like, yeah, something's not right. So then I went in, got it checked out, and it was called I broke my scaphoid, and it's a really weird bone break. So it took a while to heal, and I ended up having my cast on for 3 months. And I got it off, I think, a week before our first game, and just that whole, transition from being in a cast for 3 months, not being able to throw a baseball, let alone a football. It was just a big switch, and everybody was super supportive and really helpful. All the coaches were awesome, and then that first game was obviously for us just a really big kickstart for this great season that we've been having.
When you did get the cast off and you were looking to come back, was that something where you felt like you were lacking strength in that arm a little bit, and how quickly did that strength ultimately come back, or do you even still feel like you're 100% yet?
Yeah, for sure. First time I threw a football, I could only throw about 20 yards, and then as the week progressed, we got through it, and I got some strength back. But yeah, I can still feel a little bit that it's not all there. It's definitely gotten a lot better since even halfway through the season. It's the last couple weeks I've been feeling it, and it's getting a lot stronger. But yeah, hopefully it get 100% real soon. But yeah, it's doing a lot better.
Gavin, I want to ask you a question about the guys up front. Obviously so talented when you look at the line, just especially on the right side of that line with Spencer, Nate, Colby, and even Jamie as kind of that H-back role leading the way. Do you feel pretty protected when you're back there run and play action, knowing that A, teams are getting sucked into Noah's action, and then B, you have those guys blocking for you?
Yeah, for sure. This whole year has been pretty awesome having that line. Especially that right side has been they're pretty seasoned. Nate and Spencer especially, they've been there for a while. Colby the past 2 years has been doing a great job, and Jamie is like another lineman at the fullback position, so him blocking is just awesome. And yeah, I've felt very protected this year. Yeah, it's been great.
So Gavin, I know that we talked to Coach Cooper last week, and it's always a mantra where you don't want to look ahead to next week or the week after, but is there a little sense in the locker room that, hey, there's a chance with the way the bracket is set up that if we could win this week, A, we'd get to play maybe Pueblo East again, or we're going down south regardless, but there's a chance if we make it to the state championship, we could play Palmer Ridge, and we want that game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously last season didn't end up how we wanted it to, and taking it week by week, that's what we do. Yeah, so, but for sure, Pueblo East, obviously we played them the past 2 years. We like playing them. We see them quite often, and Palmer Ridge has been a game that we've been looking forward to if we do get there, and I think we want to turn the tide a little bit.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us here on our pregame show. We're not done with the show here tonight. As you can see, it's firework time here in Erie. It's the grand finale. And any moment here, this Tiger team will take the field, and here they come. And we are almost ready for playoff football here in Erie as they come just ahead of the fireworks. Mendoza takes a snap, helmet high. He'll keep it himself, right side, weaves through traffic, still on his feet, spinning, and finally just kind of rams his way, still churning the legs. Good run there by Gavin Mendoza. Pick up that time of 13 on the run on the first carry of the night by Gavin. 8 carries for 25 yards. No Roper, he has 8 carries, 110 yards. That's been the difference so far in this one. 2nd and 7 now after the 3-yard pickup there by Minor. Count drop, back to pass, looking, will be flush from the pocket. Hackney tried to chase. He dove around the ankles. The ball popped out. The Tigers say they have it, and they do. So a fumble on the scramble, and Erie forces a turnover.
And good defense there by Erie, being aware that Towndrow was carrying that ball a little loose and couldn't tell who, but
Yeah, I think
someone punched it out
I think that was Jamie Nelms that punched it out.
here in the second quarter.
Mendoza in the pistol. Hilson Nelms in motion. Hand off. Nope, he'll keep it himself. Left side. Big hole there, Mendoza. First down yardage across the 50. Cuts back in over the 45. And Gavin Mendoza, pickup there of about 17. Mendoza will run play action. Here comes pass number 2, looking for an open man. He's going to take it himself. Didn't like what he saw. Good decision. And ends up picking up about 4 yards on the play. And Gavin dropped back, had 3 wideouts in the pattern, really no one open.
And good coverage there by the Green Mountain secondary. We have
Mendoza the quarterback here. Patient, now takes the snap, gonna run play action, gonna fire it downfield for Gardner, and he hooks up with him on the sliding catch, Tyler Gardner.
And a great throw from Mendoza to hit Gardner. Gardner saw it coming the whole way. The Green Mountain defensive back didn't, allowing Gardner to get behind him, and Gardner made a great catch.
39 yards on the hookup to Tyler Gardner on a perfectly placed ball there by Gavin Mendoza. Tiger Mendoza again, this time in the shotgun, flanked by Roper to his right, 2 wideouts to the left. Hard count. Will run read option, and this time they kind of followed him, but still just kind of snuck through a little gap. Mendoza, not the biggest guy in the world, kind of hard to see back there, and when you fake to Noah, he gets lost in the shuffle. Quarter, Mendoza in the pistol. He's got 3 wide, 2 to the right. One of those is McDonald. He'll come in motion in toward the line of scrimmage. Hand off Roper, left side, stretches it out, stutters, and it's trying to run through an arm tackle, and Noah, oh man, Noah is hurt. Oh no, and the nightmares of Coach Cooper are manifesting on the field right now.
And it almost looked like there might have been a little bit of a late hit. Some boos coming from the Erie fans. Don't know if we can get a replay of that, as Roper's being tended to on the field. He is rolling around.
Roper was trying to run through an arm tackle, and it just seemed like he got rolled on. It was one of those where it kind of looked like maybe his ankle got rolled up, or I'm not sure, but I think if you're a Tiger fan right now, there's a pit in your stomach. And welcome back in, and you see Noah Roper on the back of a cart. He's giving a thumbs up to the crowd, but we watched the replay, and Noah Roper, I can't tell if his leg has been put in an air cast or not. Here we go, 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Mendoza in the pistol, play action, looking, fires down to the right side. Furman came back, and they're going to mark him just past the sticks. Good pickup there, about a gain of 12. And Tigers still trying to run with some tempo. Read option. Mendoza keeps himself right side toward the goal line, sticks his nose in there, and he'll be just a half a yard shorter. So a pickup of 6 there for Gavin. He's got 45 yards. Tigers still lead at 17-0, 5:04 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. Mendoza the pistol. I believe that's Vera behind him. He will keep it himself right side. Good read, and he runs it into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. And Mendoza, his first rushing touchdown of the night, stretches that Tiger lead out 23-0.
And good run by Mendoza, made the right read and walked untouched into the end zone.
And Noah Roper's back out on the field, but his ankle is heavily taped, the left ankle.
And that was the one that we saw him get rolled up on. Roper with that very taped up left ankle on crutches.
Mendoza takes a snap, looks, he'll fire a screen to Nelms. Nelms fights through one tackle and then finally gets dumped after a pickup there of 7. We'll bring the chain in.
Still haven't called the penalty.
See if we can't get a nice, good, tight shot here of the measurement. And that is going to be short. So first down for Green Mountain, and then there'll be a penalty. So unsportsmanlike on Green Mountain. Somehow Towndrow gets out of it, looking down the field, intercepted! Tigers stick with it, that's Ian Vera, and a nice play there defensively for the Tigers. That's a long time to cover. Excellent escape by Towndrow. You see he's flushed there by Tabsire, chased by Nelms. It looked like Bradford had him dead to rights. Somehow Towndrow escaped, fired down the field, and Ian Vera stuck with it. Got Mendoza in the pistol. Gardner behind him. Tight formation. Mendoza will keep it himself. Stops, tacks back to the left, and then is stacked up and slung down after a pickup of about 3. Double tight, double wide look. Play action, comeback route. Furman has it left side, and he gets dumped head over heels, and the pregame shows he was our interview as well. 1st and 10. Play action again. Little stutter and go, and Mendoza hit as he was throwing. You see maybe a little jet sweep. They'll fake that action. Keeper here for Mendoza. Spins out of a tackle. Still on his feet. Mendoza grinding his way, and tough, hard-nosed running that time by Gavin Mendoza. A pickup of 11. And guess, Gavin, he plays a little third base, plays some catcher. He's a tough kid, and that's some tough running.
It is.
1st and goal now for the Tigers. Mendoza in the pistol. Kana. Go run read option. Handoff to Vera. Weaves his way to the end zone. Another Tiger touchdown. And they have put the nail in the coffin. 33-0 on the 7-yard run by Ian Vera. And Julian out to kick the extra point. And the Tigers, man, how about as they make that one, that was rocketed through. The Tigers have outscored their first 2 playoff opponents here 74-0. That's pretty good so far anyways. Special thanks to Alex Ailey for sponsoring our player game on Patreon. You can follow Alex Ailey on Twitter at @ETAlexAiley. You can also sponsor a segment. Tigers are going to win this one. They'll shake hands in the middle of the field. The final score in this one, 34-0. As the Tigers excited, they're going to be heading down south next week. Now Erie coming out onto the field, and you see Noah Roper there on the crutches. He is coming out with the team. Still a captain and an emotional leader in this locker room, showing as the captains are going to go out and meet for the coin toss. Hear the crowd picking up as the Tigers and the rest of the Tiger team take to the field wearing their white uniforms.
2 running backs this time for Pueblo East.
Andrada. Play action, looking for the wheel route. It's intercepted by Bradfield. He's going the other way, and Bradfield tripped as he crosses the 30. That's his 2nd pick in as many weeks from the D-line position. It looked like Andrada just threw it right to him.
It did. It looked like Andrada wanted to go deep, but saw the coverage and tried to pull it back in, but the ball slipped out of his hands, and it ended right up in Bradford's arms.
And Bradford almost took it to the house. Andrada had to come over and make the tackle. So Erie cooking with good field position action. Mendoza looking, fires in the underneath route. Not much there, pretty good 10 here for Erie. Reed, it's kept by Mendoza, and he's spun around, picks up 4.
And good read there from Mendoza. Could tell the defense keying on Gardner. They've given the ball to him a lot, and took it himself. Picked up about 4 yards.
4th down, and a very important play here. Tigers will go to the air, no doubt. Lucero looks right, rolling right, looking for the end zone, throws it underneath. That's not going to do it as Nelm stays on his feet, goes and scores a huge play for Jamie Nelms. He would not give up, and he scores it from 12 out. Let's take a look at that again.
Jamie Nelms saying, "Hello, Pueblo defense. This is me. I haven't gotten the ball yet, and this is what I can do." Holy cow.
Pueblo East still going to go for it. Here comes the pass wide open. Nope, intercepted. Missed his man. It's Caleb Furman, 3rd turnover of the game, and Furman out across the 40. And there's a little bit of life and a nice play for Furman. Be one of the last plays he'll get to. Mendoza in the pistol. Scott Lucero again split out wide to the right. This time Lucero's going to run a route. Mendoza being pressured. Good block pickup. Caught by Lucero. I believe that's his first career catch. Correct me if I'm wrong. That'll be right near the 1st down line to gain. It should be about a 10-yard pickup there. Good fire that time by Mendoza. Stepped into that one and delivered it right between the 1 and 1. Vivi is the running back. Mendoza runs play action, looks deep, covered up well, throws it up high. Furman back of the end zone. Did he get his foot in bounds? No, they will say it was just long. Oh, the Tigers tried to dial it up, and we'll take another look at that one as that was awfully close.
And it did look like Furman might have gotten his back toe inside.
So real slow for us here anyways. Furman skies up for it, and no, just landed out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot in. Good call there by the official. Now Mendoza, flush, looking, fires, end zone, touchdown. Caleb Furman, the senior, will end this season with a touchdown and some hugs from some fellow seniors.